Hey guys, it's Peter2776. Welcome back. I'm actually doing a review and a tip for the Galaxy Nexus 7. The review part is going to be on the new operating system or the firmware 4.1.2 that came out the other day, and the tip will be on Google Chrome. So let's get started. My first thing that I want to touch on is the tip for Google Chrome, which I've been testing out for the past week and it's worked. I'm not sure if any of you guys have had this issue before, but for me, Google Chrome stopped working as fast and as fluid as when I first purchased it. When I first got it, for about a week or so, it was running fast. Everything worked, everything rendered quickly, but about a week and a half, 2 weeks after that, everything just started to slow down with the browser. I tried to change, remove the location settings, I tried to clear cache, browser history, you name it, any setting that was there to clear or that I thought would have slowed down the browser was done, and it was still running really slow. So I'm not sure if this is actually related to the firmware update, but what I ended up doing was when the update came out, I was still noticing the difference or the slowness in the speed of the browser. So what I would recommend you doing is go into settings, go into apps. Now you'll either have it under running apps or under all apps. So just look for Google Chrome. In this case, I'm just going to go to all and go right into Google Chrome, which you'll see right over here. What I was doing before was just doing a force stop, clearing data, and clearing cache. Now that would solve my problem for about 5 minutes, maybe 10, but the slowness would continue after that. So I decided, you know what, there's one thing I hadn't tried, and that was just to clear defaults. I cleared defaults and I proceeded with just doing a clear cache, clear data, clear and a force stop. And it's been about a week now, and it's been working the way I've wanted it. It's just as fast as when I first purchased the device. The specific website that was running slow for me was Engadget. It would just not load, period. Now I go to Engadget and it works. It renders. Um, there you go. Like, it's already loaded. So it's loading a couple of images, but I wouldn't even get this far by this point. At this point, I would still have a white screen, and it was just painful, to be honest with you. Like the way it would load up. Other sites such as CNN, which is normally not a page that would take long to load, was really up to a crawl, and now it just works. Once it comes up, everything pops up. So there you go. Everything is on the screen. So I hope if anyone is having an issue with Google Chrome, I hope that helps you guys out, and that's just my small tip on it. I've tested it out for a week. I haven't noticed any slowdowns. All my services are running. I've got location services. I've got the page rendering option, which helps to preload the pages. So everything there is the way it should be, and it's working as fast. Now, my review on 4.1.2. I must say, on the surface of things, everything visually looks the same, but a couple of things that I have noticed that are an improvement. The first thing, and it's a big one for me, is the flickering. The flickering is completely gone. That's now a thing of the past. I used to have an app called Lux, which I was using to get rid of the flickering, but it didn't always work the way I wanted it to with the brightness. Like, I mean, it wasn't really saving me any battery. But now I can have it on dim and even bright, and the white flashing is completely gone. It's a thing of the past, so I'm very happy about that because it was very annoying. It was kind of embarrassing too. I mean, I have what I consider a top of the line device, because this really feels nice for a $267 device that I paid for it, or whatever it was. And for it to have that flickering light was a bit of an annoyance. So that's now gone. As you all know, the rotation lock is now a default setting. You don't have to root, or you don't have to download any apps, so that works. And notifications have changed a little bit. Now I don't have a notification to show, but you don't no longer have to pinch to zoom in. You can just literally swipe up and down, and if you have an email, it would expand. If you have a notification, you get more details of it. So that is definitely helpful. And aside from that, it's just a little bit zippier. I mean, it was always a quick device anyways, but it's a lot faster. I mean, not a lot faster, but it is just as smooth, if possible, even a bit smoother on the transitions. So I'm very happy about that. So overall, if you haven't uploaded or updated, sorry, to 4.1.2, I would definitely recommend it. I'm not rooted, so anybody out there who may be having an issue with getting the update, I've noticed that some people say I still haven't gotten my update. It's been a week or two since its release. I was I was on Android Authority, and they had a quick tip that got me an instant update. So if you haven't gotten the update, what you would want to do is again, go into settings, go back into apps. Now in this one you want to go to running, and actually, sorry, my mistake, you want to go to all, and you want to look for Google Framework. Let me just double check and give you the exact thing you're going to look for here. There we go. You want to go to Google Services Framework. Let me just try to zoom in because my hand's a bit shaky, and there you go. Google Services Framework. Click on that. What you want to do is do a force stop and clear data. Once that is done, and if it gives you an option to clear cache, do that as well. Once that's done, you can go back out, go back into your settings, about tablet, and go to your system updates and do a check now. For me, it worked instantly. Like the moment I did that, I got my update, and I got it the next day, the day after the release came out. Because the day it was announced, I kept tapping, check now, and nothing would happen. The next day as well, I kept doing the same thing and nothing happened. The second I did that little tip, or that little thing I showed you there from Android Authority, it worked. So if anyone still hasn't gotten their update and they want to do the official upgrade, go ahead and do that, and you'll get your 4.1.2 update, I hope. So hopefully this has helped anybody that's having an issue with either Google Chrome, with just updating to the next firmware, and just wanted to see what's new on this 4.1.2.Jellybean. So hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and I'll reply to you. Thanks.